Dear student, today we start our new chapter inside our earth, which one is the chapter 2. Okay, so the earth comprises of three layers: crust, mantle and core. Previous class or previous chapter we discussed about the globe, which one is the model of the earth, and which gave basic information or basic idea about the earth, but we have no idea about the earth's inside area. Okay, so the inside the earth, it has three layers. The earth has three layers, that those are crust, mantle and core, and the constant changes takes place inside as well as outside the earth. So first of all we discuss about the crust, and the crust is the uppermost layer over the air surface. Okay, if we someone asks us to what is crust, then we can say easily the uppermost layer. Okay, the uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called the crust, and it is the thinnest of all the layers. If this layer, if we compare this layer to others, then this one is the thinnest one. Okay, it is about 35 km on the continental masses and only 5 km on the ocean floor. If we measure this layer from continental masses, it extends up to only 35 kilometers, and if we measure this layer from ocean floor, it extends up to 5 kilometers. And we all know that air surface or our soil contain different kind of minerals. Like that, our continental masses also contain minerals. They are silica and alumina. It is called SiAl. Si is indicates for silica and alumina is indicate for Al. Sorry, Al is indicate for alumina. Okay, next, oceanic crust also contains some minerals. They are called silica and magnesium. It is also, we can write SiMa. Si stands for silica and Ma for magnesium. Next, the second layer, which one name is mantle. Mantle extends up to depth 2900 km below the crust. Okay, it starts from the below the crust and it extends up to 2900 km, and this layer is mainly composed of ferromagnesium silicate. Okay, ferromagnesium silicate. Next, the third one layer is called core. Okay, the core is estimated to be with about 3500 kilometer radius. What is the radius of the layer core? Is that 3500 kilometer. And the core is divided into two types. One is outer core and other one is the inner core. Then what is the difference between outer core and inner core? Why we divide into two parts? So the inner core is the solid one. The inner core is solid, and this one is mainly composed of iron. Okay, inner core is mainly solid and it is composed of iron, and the outer core is liquid and constitutes iron and nickel. What is the difference between, if someone asks what is the difference between outer core and inner core, then inner core is the solid and composed by iron, and the outer core is liquid and composed by iron and nickel. Is that clear? Next, the central core has very high temperature and pressure. Okay, in the central core there has very high temperature and pressure. Next, what is the radius of the earth? The radius of the earth is 6371 Okay, next term is rock. We all know about the rock, and we know means we have some idea about rocks. If someone asks what is the definition of rock, rock means any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth's crust is called a rock. Means what? Any natural mass of minerals. It means what? Rock is a composition of different kind of mineral. Okay. So basic on this, rock divide into three types of rocks. One is called igneous rock, second one sedimentary rocks, and third one metamorphic rock. Okay, so first of all, what is igneous rock? When the molten magma cools and it becomes solid rocks are called igneous rocks. It means what? Igneous rocks are formed by molten magma when it cooled down and became convert into solid rock. That rocks are, we can say, the igneous rock. Okay, again these igneous rocks also divide into two types. One is your intrusive and other one is your extrusive. Okay, so intrusive rocks, the other name of these rocks is plutonic. What? Plutonic. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust and it became the solid rocks are called the intrusive rocks. Igneous rock means what? When molten magma cool down and convert into rocks. If this process happen inside the earth, then we can say that rock are intrusive rocks. Okay, if molten magma cools down and convert into rocks, this process will happen inside the earth, then we can say these rocks are intrusive rocks. Okay, this is a comparatively slower process, and example of this intrusive rock is granite, and such rocks have the large grain. The other one is extrusive rocks, or the other name is this rock is volcanic. Okay, when any volcano erupts, molten lava flow out, which rapidly cool down and solidified into rocks. Such rocks are called extrusive rocks. If one molten erupts or molten lavas, okay, when molten lavas cool down and convert into rock, this will be happen if outside the earth surface, then we can say the formed rocks are extrusive rocks. The difference between intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks, the process is same, but if the forming of rocks, this process will happen inside the earth, then that rock are called intrusive. If that will be happen outside their surface, then it will be called extrusive rocks. And the extrusive rocks are have a very fine grained. Okay, and the example of the extrusive rocks is the basalt. Next we discuss about the sedimentary rock. This one is the second type of rocks. So what is the sedimentary rocks? Sedimentary rocks, the word sedimentary is divide, or it is a short term of this term is sediments. First of all, we know about the sediments. What is sediments? Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. Rocks roll down and crack and hit each other. Okay, it takes help of many medium like wind, water, or anything else. Okay, and when it's broke down into small fragments, and the smaller particles are called sediments, and the transported and deposited by wind, water, etc. Wind, water, these are the medium of this process. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of the rocks. So these are the compressed and the hardened of the loose sediments is form the layer of the rocks, and these types of rock are called sedimentary rocks. Okay. Next, the example of these rocks are sandstone is made from grains of sand. Okay, here the grains of sand are the sediments and the sandstone is the sediment rock. These rocks also contain fossils of plant, animals and microorganisms. These rocks not contain only minerals but also the fossils of plant, animals and microorganisms. Okay. Next we discuss about the metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock, the third one. This is the combination of igneous and sedimentary rock. Okay, if we say what is metamorphic rock, igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under the uh, great pressure. Its example is clay change into slate and limestone into the marble. So clay change into slate and limestone into the marble. This is the example of metamorphic rock.